Anybody would like to have a conversation tonight, you're absolutely more than welcome to come up and talk about it. I think the MAGA movement is dead. It is over with. It is finished. Thank God. If anybody would like to come up and discuss, what is it, Tuesday night? Tuesday night. There has to be some weirdo Trump lover out there anywhere who would like to have a conversation about this. The entire MAGA movement is dead and finished with. It will not survive. It will never hold elective office again. If I am wrong, you may request, and we can have a civil debate. No insults, no weirdness. Just talk about it. Route to box for B with two followers is laughing. I don't know, man. I would do something to get more followers than that. That's pathetic. Anybody wants to hop up and debate, talk about it, join. I'll let you up. Oh, sorry, makeup. I did not mean to invite you. I know you're on the same side. I did not mean to do that. My bad. Yep. I know you're on my side. No, no, no. I completely understand. Yes, I did not mean to actually invite you. That was a complete accident. Would not have been good opposition to have you up here. This is true. You're at home with an injury. You do not have to be crazy on my live this time. Thank God. My friend Ortiz here does some crazy stuff online. America needs work, sure, but what type of work and what kind of work? Like, are you working for the middle and the lower class, or are you working for the upper class? That depends. Oh my God, no makeup, really? God, that's two of you. I know it. Y'all gotta be more careful. I need to wrap you all up in bubble wrap to go out in public, I guess. Biden's border is wide open. What Biden border? Does Biden have a border? Does Biden have a border? Is there a border around Biden that is wide open? I guess Biden has a border around himself. I got milk today for $1.99. I thought that was really good. Yeah, the price gouging was really interesting from an economic standpoint. Sparky, I agree. Trump won't fix anything. Actually, I don't think any president would fix anything technically. I'm just saying the MAGA movement itself is dead and it's done. Every state judge says he's allowed to run. I think he should be allowed to run. Actually, you have enough people to go live. I send you an invite there, Larry. Oh, Charles says Biden creeps on women, unlike an actual conviction of Trump for SA. Yeah, That's not a thing. User, I thought you all didn't like polls when Hillary Clinton was like way up. I thought you all said polls don't matter in 2015. Before the 2016 election, 2015, the polls don't matter. The polls can say whatever. And the polls had Hillary winning and she lost. So now the polls are everything? Now they're great? Hey, what's going on?
Hello. I'm actually going to be
Hello.
in agreement with you that Blue MAGA is unalived and done for.
Blue MAGA?
Yeah, MAGA and Blue MAGA are done for.
What is Blue MAGA?
The people voting for Joe Biden in 2024 enthusiastically.
Are any of us voting for Joe Biden enthusiastically? Like, have you seen the number of people at Joe Biden's rallies?
I mean, I do see people being supportive of Joe Biden and everything that he's doing.
Are we?
Yeah, I mean, I there's a
Not
video up
really.
here whenever Joe Biden was in Nantucket on vacation, and there were people calling him out for, being Genocide Joe, and then there were other people that were going over there taking pictures and, inflating his
So
ego a
this
little
thing on
bit.
Nantucket proves that there's a Joe Biden movement like MAGA.
Well, it's not like MAGA. It's Blue MAGA. It's its own separate thing.
It's not
That's
really a
why it's called
separate
Blue
thing.
MAGA.
Like it would be if it were blue MAGA, it would mirror red MAGA, right? Like there would be
Yeah.
the same number of bumper stickers and
Yep.
flags, T-shirts, hats,
hmm
rallies.
Yep. And it's all to get people to vote for Joe Biden because,
Do
people
we?
say
But do we
we need to
have
vote for
that?
Joe Biden to save democracy, right? Right? We have to vote for Joe Biden to save democracy.
I
We
would
have to vote for the
say,
lesser of two evils.
I would say, if you came down to Joe Biden and Donald Trump, which of the two has denied a free and fair election exists?
Well, technically, Joe Biden did steal an election.
What?
Yeah, Joe Biden
But
stole a primary.
stole a primary. He only lost three of all the primaries. How did he steal that?
He stole it from the popular uprising that is going on right now in America.
What popular uprising? So this
The
argument
popular
that you're
uprising
making,
against
I would
America.
agree with you in 2016. I would agree the popular uprising in 2016 when Bernie was winning and the DNC got hacked and it was proven that the DNC did not want Bernie to win, I would completely agree that this idea may have been true back in 2016. This did not happen in 2020.
I mean,
Biden mopped the floor with
who won
everybody
Iowa?
with no DNC interference.
Who won Iowa? We don't
Who
know.
won?
No one
I know
knows who won Iowa.
I know
That's the
exactly
very
who won
first state.
Iowa. What I'm saying is winning one primary doesn't
No, he won
mean
New Hampshire.
anything.
He won Nevada. He won several other states, but
Who? Who did?
Bernie, Bernie, the Zionist,
in in in
the fascist
2020
Bernie.
in 2020 Bernie won that many primaries. How many did he win in 2020?
He won less than he did in 2016, and the reason why is because the
How many in
consolidation
total?
underneath.
How many
I
in
mean, this
total?
it's irrelevant.
Then why bring
It
it
really
up? You're the
is.
one that brought it up. Why bring it up? If it's irrelevant, why
Because
bring it up?
it's to the larger point that the Democrats steal elections for themselves, like they did in 2016, like they did two in every other election that they have for them.
Do you have proof of this that somehow I'm not seeing? Do you have proof of this you can provide me that I've like somehow missed?
I mean, if you like to believe that the Democrats are protecting democracy, I mean, I have some oceanfront property to sell you in Arizona.
You're not answering my question.
Well, your question is provide me proof that the Democrats stole elections. And really, there's no like CIA document or FBI document or DOJ document that says the Democrats stole the election. This is purely based off of what I've seen. So I mean, the proof is up for you to decide. If you don't want to believe it, that's up to you. That's all power to you if you don't want to believe that.
Okay, so how many in 2020, how many primaries, including Iowa, did Bernie win? Total.
I mean, I know how much money he got.
I'm
I
asking
know
how many primaries he won to get the nomination with
he
no
didn't. He
DNC
didn't. He
interference like
didn't win
2020
them.
or
He
like
didn't win them
2016.
all.
How many primaries did Bernie win in 2020?
Not enough to win the nomination.
Three.
Three, three. So
Three.
Nevada, New Hampshire, and
He didn't win Nevada. Biden won Nevada.
Biden won Nevada.
Yes, he did.
Interesting. Well, I mean,
I'm
I,
looking at the
I don't know
map
why
right
I'm
now.
support. I
Like, I
don't
don't.
support Bernie either because Bernie's a Zionist. Bernie
So
Bernie is a
then what?
capitalist
So
too.
then let me ask you, what is your reason for being here then?
To let you know that America's falling, and
Agreed.
MAGA is the Democrats.
No, MAGA is not Democrats because MAGA is
MAGA is the
fascism.
Democrats. Y'all are all up in
What
arms
are you
for
then?
a
What are you? What are you? So you're not MAGA, you're not a Democrat. So what
I'm
are
an
you?
I'm a person recognizing the
Politically,
insanity
where
that
do
we
you
live in.
land on the spectrum politically?
Oh, I'm an anarchist.
Okay, I'm a communist.
What, like a
So
Marxist Leninist? Are you a Maoist?
no, an actual communist we've
Yeah.
never seen before. It would be great. We've never seen it.
Well, no, no, no. Like, what are you? Are you a Marxist?
Stateless, cashless,
Okay, but like, what
moneyless
ideology?
society.
Like, have you read Theory? Like, I'm an
I
anarchist.
have, if you would like to go into that, but like,
Like,
I mean,
do you
you
consider
just
yourself to
explained
be
to
a
me how
communist? A like,
you you just explained to me how many primaries Bernie won and were wrong by a mile. Then you said he won Nevada and were wrong by a mile. Now you want
I
to
mean, I don't really
question the theory
care
behind
about the
my
2020
communism.
primaries. Just bring it up as a
I'm
point.
okay, so your point was stupid and you brought it up for what reason?
Because we had a opportunity to let people release the pressure that's currently building up right now, and
What
the
pressure?
Democrat the pressure against America. Like, the Democrats could have gotten away with letting Bernie win the nomination, and we could have been content with the empire for another 20 plus years, and it probably would have been fine. But now that we have succumbed to an establishment Democrat, America's just,
I would not say
continuing
that
its
Biden is an
contradictions. And
establishment Democrat. I would say he's an establishment moderate conservative
bro,
compared
he's
to what most of
he's
us want.
further right than Richard Nixon. He's further right than Reagan.
So then why are you saying establishment Democrat when you're
Because
saying he's further
the
right than
establishment
Richard
Democrats are
Nixon?
Republicans. That's why I say MAGA is
I
the
don't think you
Democrats.
have a theory on what you're talking about. I think you're just talking. I don't think you're educated enough to have this conversation. When you think
I
that
mean,
Bernie
that's
won
that's that's up
Nevada
to
in
you to decide,
2020,
settler.
when you say Bernie won Nevada in 2020 and said it with your whole chest and he didn't,
I
I
said I
don't.
guess. I
No,
said I
you didn't. You said he won Nevada, and I said no, he didn't. You said what? I said yeah, he didn't
well,
win
I don't really
Nevada.
care. I don't care. I don't care.
Then why did you? Oh my lord.
Because I just wanted to let you know that America's gonna fall, and like the Democrats are the cause for it.
Okay, so obviously not educated enough to have this debate, not educated enough to have this conversation. What in the world was that? Swear to God, I just lost IQ points having that conversation. Holy shit. Oh my God. You love Bernie. Nope, don't like Bernie. Bernie got robbed. Yes, he did. He got robbed in 2020. He won Nevada. No, he didn't. You love Biden. No, I don't. What the fuck? Charity, you're going to have to like come over tomorrow and like I don't know, need a massage or something. I'm not going to make it through this. What in the world is that? That was mind-numbingly painful. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, Charity, I'm hurting. That was debate number one. I'm already like, maybe it's just time to watch a movie. Like, maybe it's just time to wind it down tonight and go to bed. That kid was all over the map. I have no idea what the F he was talking about. All of Arizona is Republican, and a lot of it. No, that's patently false. That's why Arizona went blue in the last election. That is not true. Arizona is not all Republican. Which, by the way, let me read this statement from Kristen, whatever your name is. All of Arizona is Republican. A lot of it. Either all or a lot of it. Is it either all or a lot? I need you to clarify. All or a lot? Actually, you have 200 followers. You could absolutely request. No, Kristen, I'm asking you, is it all or a lot? In one sentence, you said all of Arizona is Republican, comma space, a lot of it. Is it all or is it a lot? You said two things. Just clarify for me all or a lot. That's all I need you to type. All of Arizona's Republican or a lot. You're typing nonsense. You can't follow a simple thing. All or a lot. All of Arizona is Republican or a lot is. Which is it? Because you typed both and you're still not answering the question. This is really, really, really simple. All of it is Republican or a lot is Republican. Those are two totally different things. I don't think she has any clue what she's talking about. I think she's just typing. I think she's mashing her forehead into her phone, and whatever that types out is what she's sending. Surely you're a moderator and can block anybody you want out of the comments. Just don't go crazy with it. So I need the crazy woman in Arizona to tell me whether Arizona is all Republican or a lot is Republican. Libs hate the US but will not leave. How many followers do you have? 1,200 followers. There you go, Wish. There's your invite. Come up and talk about it, or I'm going to block you. If you do not accept this invite, I am absolutely going to block you. Just because you have 1,200 people following you and comment and will not come up. Tennessee is absolutely Republican. I agree. Yes, I'm from Kentucky. Tennessee is absolutely Republican. You're rude spelled the wrong way. It's Youre. You are rude. Your denotes ownership, your car, your house, your pet. Youre, you are rude, not your. I don't own rude. Thank you for fixing it. Appreciate you learning how to type. All right, so we're going to dump Wish because Wish just, doesn't want to come up and has 1,200 followers. Adios. Hey, hey, how are you doing? There are Latinos who vote for Trump. My good friend and moderator here, Charity, is also Latino. I know it's a true thing, and you still lost in 2020. So don't think 2024 is going to go any different. Anybody else want to debate? Because like it's oh Latina, sorry, my bad, my bad, lover, Latina, my bad. Who do I want on the dim side, or who am I stuck with? I would like to see Gavin Newsom. Who I'm stuck with is Joe Biden. No one wants to debate someone who lies. Prove anything is like here. I'll invite you up. Prove anything I've said is a lie. Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
All right, what have I lied about?
Oh, well, Democrats are just liars. You guys have no standards or morals or principles.
You mean like Trump being convicted of SA? Trump being
Fake
banned
news,
from owning a charity again
lies,
because he robbed from veterans?
more lies.
That's not a
They're
lie.
just,
Those are
they're.
actual convictions. Those are actual things that happened in case law.
Are you a bootlicker?
No, you are.
You
You're
sound
a
like one.
fascist. You're a
No,
fascist.
fascists are those that are committing the exact things they're accusing Trump of right now. Like
Really?
Newsom, who met with Xi from China, an
Did
actual
Trump not
fascist.
meet with Xi from China?
Privately in San Francisco when he's not president? No.
I'm asking, did Trump meet with Xi? That's all I asked.
Your question is disingenuous because you're a liar by nature.
Did Trump meet with Xi is a disingenuous question. Did Donald
Of
Trump, as
course.
president, meet with Xi?
Of course it's disingenuous. And the fact that you have to ask that if it's disingenuous just shows me that you have zero
Did
IQ.
Donald Trump meet with Xi Jinping while he was president? Yes or no?
Of course he did.
Okay.
But is
So
Gavin
Gavin Newsom
Newsom the
did.
president?
No.
Exactly. So what
He's
the
the
heck does
governor
Gavin
of the
Newsom,
sixth largest economy on the planet if it were on its own.
and it
Do you
has
think
nothing to
Gavin
do with
Newsom, the
Democrats.
governor
The
of California,
California
hold on,
being that
can I
rich
finish?
has
Like,
nothing to
hold on.
do
Can I just
with
finish real quick? Because
Democrats.
it seems like the start of your sentences are hitting the middle of mine. It's weird. So Gavin Newsom, running the fifth largest economy in the world, meets with a world leader, where in California the basis of all tech is currently headquartered, and he meets with the leader of China. You're telling me that that's somehow different?
100%. What
In
do you
what way?
mean?
In
He's
what
not the
way?
president.
Okay. He's the governor of the fifth largest economy in the world and home to Silicon Valley, where we compete with China in technology all the time. Why in the
Right.
world is it wrong for the governor of
Holy
California
shit.
to have a conversation with the leader of China?
So there's a reason that Trump put those tariffs on China, and there's a reason why Biden kept them.
I don't
There's
know
a
why you
reason.
said tariff. I'm asking why it was wrong for Gavin Newsom
Can I
to have a
finish? Are
conversation
you
with
going to
Xi.
interrupt me?
Absolutely, because you're not answering my question. You pivoted to tariffs. I
No,
asked
because
you
the question
simply,
is complicated and it needs a complicated response.
okay, then give a complicated response that's
That's what
not
I'm
going to answer my
trying to do.
question. Go ahead.
Of
I
course
will
it
be
will.
quiet.
So Biden enforced the tariffs and he added to remove the manufacturing of Intel chips from Taiwan, right? Because they're getting too close to China, and China's trying to get in on that, and reduce in any manufacturing of, protected technology out of China. So why is Newsom overriding Biden and meeting with this guy who we're trying to get away from? We're trying not to work with China, the biggest polluters in the world. the biggest human rights violators in the world. Why are you advocating that Newsom be okay to meet with this fascist?
Um, Xi Jinping is not a fascist.
He's not?
Nope.
What is he?
He would be a wannabe communist.
Wanna be communist. And so them controlling media, television, labor, money, all of that, that's not fascism to you?
He doesn't control labor. They have they have companies, right? They have companies like ByteDance and Shenzhou. They have actual companies that employ people. They have call centers in America.
What?
Tell me more about China that you don't know about.
How do you think China was able to build hospitals within 30 days?
I am lost on where you're going. I asked you, why was
Because
it
the
wrong?
government controls
Hold on.
industry though.
Stop. I asked you
It's wrong because he's
simply,
meeting with the
why was it
fascist and the
wrong?
communist too.
Why was
That's
it?
two wrong
You
things.
can't be you can't be a fascist and a communist. They're completely polar opposite ends of the political spectrum.
They're the same thing, dude. Are
No,
you
they're not. You
serious? Are you this
potato.
dense? Are you this
Fascism is
dense?
all
You're a tater tot,
fascism.
bro.
Fascism is an alt-right ideology.
No,
Communism
it's
is
not.
alt-left.
No, it's
They are
not.
not the same thing,
You
even
you can
close to the
literally
same
be
thing.
both at the same time. You're assuming that just
You
because
cannot
one
be
was
both
defined,
alt-right and alt-left. You can't be pro-life and pro-choice at the same time.
sure
These
you
are
can.
polar opposite political
Says
beliefs.
who? No,
What
that's what
is
you
wrong with
think.
you?
What is wrong with you, tater tot?
Did you just like wake up and like turn on OAN and listen to a talking point?
I don't watch TV, buddy.
So so let me
You
ask you a
watch TV
question
all
then.
day,
You're talking
bootlicker.
about China, it being a problem, right?
China's a huge problem that you're okay with visiting
I'm
California for some weird reason.
I'm not. What did the CHIPS Act do?
It's for Taiwan. It has nothing to, but China's
What
looking
does
at
the
and
CHIPS
eyeing
Act
Taiwan.
do?
I don't know, you tell me.
I'm asking you. You're the one making the claim.
You
So
tell
you
me,
tell
tater
me.
tot.
I like how you were a potato, now I'm a tater tot, and you think fascism and communism are the same thing, although they are polarly opposite ideologies.
They're
What
the
did the
exact
CHIPS Act
same
do?
thing.
What did the CHIPS Act do to
You tell
China?
me, tater tot. You seem to
If you
know,
don't have
tater
the
tot.
answer, there's no reason to have this conversation because you're not intellectually capable of having this debate.
You're just a liar and won't admit that Jinping, whatever,
I
is
asked
China
you
Bear,
a
Pooh Bear, should
question
not
and
be in
you say,
California.
I don't have
Do
an
you think
answer.
he should
You
be in
tell me.
California? Do you think it was good for Newsom to meet with this guy?
I asked you,
Do you think it's good for them to meet?
oh my God. You,
Yes or
you
no?
are you have a
No one
thousand
cares about your
questions and
chips,
no
dude.
answers.
I've already told you that it was bad for a fascist to meet with another fascist.
How is Gavin Newsom a fascist?
He's a major fascist. Where do you live? Do you live in
Fucking
California?
Missouri, bro.
Exactly. You don't
Missouri.
even live here. I live in California. I'm
Then
rich
you
enough to
don't
live
live in a
here.
fascist state. You live in a
I live
state
in
that we would like to see become communist, not fascist. You incel.
they're synonymous.
Oh my, I'm going to lose my fucking shit. I swear to God, I'm going to lose my mind.
You don't have a mind to lose, Travis, you tater tot.
Our communism. And I'm just Googling this for the fun of it to where this breaks my tablet.
Google, buddy. Google away. I bet you're divorced.
No, I'm not married and don't want children because I'm selfish with my money.
I have children, kids, and money. What's your problem? Oh, you're from Missouri. That's right. You're just naturally low IQ from licking all the lead off your walls. Probably eat chips
I
too.
mean, I
Lead
guess you could
chips.
just keep ad homing, but could you tell me what
Bro, you
fascism
drink
is?
fluoride.
I drink. When did Charity, are you still here? Have I drank fluoride recently? Could you put that on my list of things to do this week to drink fluoride? Charity, could you put that on my list, please?
Okay, I looked at fascism. It's exactly everything China does and Democrats
Does
do.
it really? In what ways?
Militarization of every.
If you scroll out of the live to read your talking points, I can't hear you. You've scrolled out to read your internet browser. I can't hear you.
Oh, why don't you read it on your little tablet there?
I mean, you made the claim. It's on you. Go for it.
You're saying they're not the same. I'm saying they're exactly the same.
They are not the same.
Yes, they are.
Okay, prove it. What is
Look at the
social? What is
definition.
communism? What is the definition of communism?
Communism is when the proletariat owns the means of production.
Nope. Nope. There's no proletariat because communism is classless. Classless, government, stateless, moneyless society.
Show
So
me
there's no
one country that's
proletariat in communism.
show me one area of the world that has actually done that.
We haven't.
Exactly, because it's not real.
Okay, so then why is it the same as fascism that is real? So
Yeah,
then,
fascism is what China
oh,
is, and you're saying they're communist, which
no, no,
isn't
no,
real.
no, no, no. I'm telling you, we've never had a communist state
Exactly,
ever.
and you called China communist, so
No,
that's
no. I
impossible.
asked you to define communism, and you said the proletariat owns the means of production.
It explains why you only have 30 viewers, man. Your
There,
lack of logic is
there is
astonishing. It's
no
only
and
surpassed by
you're
your
here
stupidity.
arguing with me with 30 viewers. You fucking wet celery stalk. There is no means of production owned by anybody in communism. It is a stateless, classless, moneyless society.
That doesn't
Nobody
exist.
owns the means of production in
Yeah,
communism
exactly.
at
It's not a
all.
real thing. Cool.
No,
That's not a
you
no
just
one.
said the proletariat owns the
Cool.
means of
I don't
production
care.
in communism. You were wrong.
Okay, I was wrong about that, but the way you're defining
So
communism
then
doesn't mean
what is
it doesn't
communism?
exist. You
What is
just said what it
communism?
was.
So then, all right, so then now, what is fascism?
Fascism is authoritarian, it's a centralization, it's militarization, it's complete control of media and opposition. That's what China is. It's not communist because there's no such thing as a communist country based on your definition. Congratulations, Tater Tot.
So
You played yourself.
you're telling me that when they
You
call
played yourself, Tater
themselves,
Tot.
you're telling me when they call themselves a communist democratic movement, or
What does
let's
North
also add
Korea
in
call themselves?
the Democratic People's Republic.
Yeah, and they're none of that.
Yeah, they're none of
They're
that.
just
So
words.
it doesn't matter what you call yourself. You can call
Exactly.
yourself a zebra, and it doesn't make you a fucking zebra.
Tell
So
that to the T population.
you said that communism and fascism were the same thing. They are wildly different. Under fascism, there is still capitalism. There are still companies that operate, that employ people. They still have government boundaries. They have cities, they have states, they have countries. That is not the
Some
same
forms
thing
of
under communism.
fascism.
Fascism
Some
and
forms.
communism are not the same thing. They are
You
completely
you need
polar opposites.
you need fascism to be communist. How do you
No, you
control
don't,
the
because that's
state?
impossible.
Right, because
You can't
communism
control a
is
state because
impossible,
under
right?
communism there is no state. There's no
Exactly,
state
which is
under
impossible.
communism.
So there's no such thing as communism. Why even talk about communism if it's not real?
You're an idiot. Why are you arguing this point? Like you're saying this proves that fascism needs communism because you have to have a state. And I say, well, no, there's no state there. And you're like, exactly. Quit agreeing with me if you don't agree with me. Just pick up an opinion and stand on that.
So China is fascist, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it is.
No, China
What
is
is
not
it?
fascist.
Oh, is it communism? But we just agreed communism doesn't exist. They're
I
just
didn't say that
words.
China was communist.
Yes, you
I've
did.
never
You
said
said
that
it
China was
earlier.
communist.
Yes, you
China
did.
is capitalist. China is a capitalist state. China is just like us. Capitalism.
Oh, capitalism in China. Why don't you move there? Would you make more money there?
Why would I
Can you
move
and I
to
move there?
China? Why would I just, randomly wake up one day and be like, oh, I guess Missouri's boring. I guess I'll go to, I don't know, Shanghai for the rest of my life. What the fuck are you talking about?
Why not? It sounds like a great place. Sounds like there's a lot of upward
Have I
momentum,
argued that
just like
China's a great place? Have I said they're a great place?
you're making it sound great.
I said they're not fascist.
They're definitely fascist.
They're not fascist, potato.
But you
They're not
think Trump's
fascist.
fascist.
I think Trump is absolutely fascist. Yes, I do.
And what makes him fascist?
Um, let's see here. The
Doom,
insurrection.
doom,
Let's start
doom,
with that.
doom,
Let's start with the
doom, doom.
insurrection on January
Oh,
6th.
did he use the military to overtake the government?
Did he undermine democracy? I don't need him to use the
No.
military. Did he undermine democracy?
No, everything seems to be going as planned.
He undermined
Economy's crushing.
democracy on January 6th. He told,
No.
how old are you, by the way? Just out of curiosity. I'm 45
37.
in January. How old are you?
37. And I own more than
37.
you already. It's pretty sad.
Do you remember the Bush v. Gore debates in 2000? Do
Sure.
you remember how that election ended?
Yes.
Okay.
With Gore
So,
denying that Bush won and it
nope.
going on and stalling elections, and they did whole ballot
Nope.
counts in Florida. They had to check the little tags that were hanging tags became a thing.
They weren't tags. What was it called?
I don't know, little pieces of paper that were hanging from the
It was one
voting.
state. It was one state in
Florida, yeah,
five.
Florida.
It was one state in Florida in 538 votes. The word you're looking for is Chads.
I don't care what
One
it's
state,
called.
538 votes. Gore challenged the election twice, went to the
Mm-hmm.
Supreme Court. The Supreme
Mm-hmm.
Court ruled for Bush. And what did Gore do? Went away to be nobody. Well, except for Man Bear Pig on South Park. He went away. He
He went and made a
disappeared.
movie.
And Bush ran the country for 8 years. Gore went away. He didn't say it was stolen. He didn't 3, 4, 5 years into the
He
next term claim that he was still the duly elected president. He didn't send people to attack the Capitol or the White House or attack the vice president.
so
He
did
did none of
was
that.
Trump allowed to take it to court? Nope.
Yes, he did 61 times and
No, they didn't
lost.
even take it to court. They didn't even look at the
No,
forms. That's the
he
thing.
no, he
Stop
took it to
lying.
court.
You're a
No,
liar.
he took it to
You
court.
are a
Why did they
liar.
not hear his case?
They didn't hear it because
Why
they
did
didn't
they
want to
not hear his
cause
case?
they didn't want to cause BLM and Antifa to keep going crazy because
Nope.
Soros
That
was
was
paying
not.
everybody.
Nope. This is easy to look up. Why did they not hear his case? It's a simple one-word answer. It's a
They didn't.
one-word answer why they didn't hear his case. If I
Everyone's
have to spell
corrupt.
this out for you, I think using tater tot is a really going to be a privileged comment, and I might
Tater
rename my
tot.
account that.
Tater tot. It's because it's
He
all
didn't
rigged.
have. He didn't have what? In
He
all
had plenty of
61
evidence.
cases,
Plenty
no,
of
no,
evidence out
not
there.
evidence. That's not the word I'm looking for.
I don't care
The
what you're
all
looking for,
61
dude.
courts said he didn't have what?
I don't know. I don't know what
You
these
have no
liars
clue.
are
You are
saying.
not educated enough to have this discussion. You are
These
not well
people are
read enough to
liars.
have this discussion.
You're a bootlicker. Keep eating up the
You
propaganda,
don't have
bootlicker.
the education or the background
Bootlick.
or the intention to even read the evidence to make an informed conclusion to have
I
this
bet they call
argument
you
because
Tom
Trump didn't
Tater
have
Tot.
one thing and you don't know what that one thing was.
No,
And
because
this
I don't
one
I don't
thing
suckle
was
on the
said
corporate jargon.
61 times. Not once, not
Cool
twice,
story,
not two
bro.
dozen, not 4 dozen. 61 times the
Cool story,
answer
liar.
was the same, and
Just because
you
you
don't
repeat
know
it
the
doesn't make
answer.
it true, liar. That's the true tactic of a fascist. You
Why
keep repeating the lie.
why do courts throw out court cases if
Just
you
keep
don't
repeating the
have
lie,
what?
man. No one cares.
I'm not talking
No
about
one
just
cares
Trump.
about your
If
lies.
you and I have a court beef and they throw it out and one of us doesn't have blank, why did they throw it out? It's the same reason. What's the reason?
Tater tot, I don't know what word you're looking for, dude.
You obviously don't know. I
I don't know,
appreciate the fact
obviously.
that
I've
you
already
really
said that.
tried.
I'm
I
not trying
appreciate the fact that
anything,
you
liar.
really tried. But the problem is, Trump didn't have it. And if you and I sued each other over baseless bullshit, we wouldn't have it either. And you don't know the answer because you didn't bother to read the court cases. You didn't bother to read what the judges said. You didn't bother to read the 9/11 Commission. You haven't bothered to read any of the
Dude,
four
you are the
indictments that
biggest
were written.
corporate
I,
bootlicker I've ever heard in my
I'm not, how
life.
am I a corporate bootlicker talking
All
about
you
the
do is
government?
repeat propaganda. Yeah, the
How am I a
government.
bootlicker
You
talking about the
trust you
government?
trust the Ku Klux Klan government? That's what you're telling me right now? The white
What is a Ku
supremacists?
Klux Klan government? I would love to know what this is.
You don't
Tell
know
me
what a
what
Ku
that
Klux
is.
it's the government,
Nope.
man. They're made up of white supremacists, right?
Like you.
I'm brown. Pinche pendejo. Ni sabes
Like
nada.
you, who bows to Trump and don't
I'm
know
brown.
why his you
Pendejo.
don't know why
Soy
his
Latino,
61
way.
court cases were thrown out.
Yeah, because it's all
You can
corrupt. It's a
absolutely
banana
have internal
republic.
racism. You can absolutely be internally racist.
That's what a
You
racist would
absolutely can
say.
be.
That's why you belong to the party of the Klan, dude. The Democrats are the party of the Klan, and you totally bootlick for them.
You have
It's
literally
amazing.
failed to answer
It's
any
amazing, Tater
question I've
Tot,
asked.
how you
I've
just
asked
bootlick
very
for the
simple
government.
questions all night long. I've asked very simple questions.
You're cooning
The
for the
only
government.
insult I gave was calling you a potato. I've asked you very simple questions that most of us have read dozens upon dozens of times. We've all seen and read the same thing. You're the one out there with the blinders on going, I don't want to hear what reality is. I'm just going to go what I feel is right. So I feel that this is wrong. I feel that China is fascist. I feel that Democrats are
Are you
fascist.
done,
You don't
bootlicker? You're
have.
just repeating the same lie. No one cares about your
I'm
lies. We all
repeating what
see
you
through it.
said earlier.
We all see through the lies. No one believes the Klan anymore, bro.
What
No one
lie? What
believes.
lie is there? What lie is there? Your
First of all,
boy lost in court
it's
61
you changed
times.
the subject because you couldn't admit that Newsom should not have met with the fascist wannabe
I think
communist
Newsom
leader, China.
absolutely should have met with Xi Jinping. Absolutely should have. Because he runs the fifth largest economy in the world. If you
And what
take
part of
California, hold
Democrats
on,
has
stop,
anything
stop,
to do with running
stop,
the
stop,
government? Because
stop,
they've
stop,
made
stop,
the
stop,
government
stop,
worse.
stop,
You're
stop,
trying to you're
stop.
trying to correlate
All right.
California's success with Democrats.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Nothing to do with it, Tater Tot.
Here's the thing. California on its own is the fifth
No
largest
one gives a
economy in the world. The fifth largest economy in the
it
world,
has
home to Silicon Valley. So,
nothing to do with
if
them.
they want to meet with the
No one cares about
largest
your life.
producer, the largest manufacturing producer of anything, then
No
I
one
think
cares.
that is completely
You're
fine
a
to have
liar.
a
You're
conversation. So, explain to me
a
how Trump meeting with
liar.
Xi is different than Gavin meeting with Xi.
Dude, you
Explain the difference, because like you're gonna keep doing this, I'm gonna keep doing it. Like I'm really just hovering my finger over it to do it
cool.
every time you unmute.
Do it. Do it. Do it. And no one cares. No one
Tell
gives
me
a
how it's
shit what you
different.
have to say. It's completely different. The fact that you
Tell
even
me
have
how
to
it's
ask
different.
shows me how stupid you are, dude. Come on. You serious right now?
Holy shit. Okay, I'm literally getting a fucking headache. Streets, I'm not doing this tonight with you, buddy. Not tonight. If somebody says that communism and fascism are the same thing, they are absolutely poorly and badly mistaken.
Yo, what's going on, brother?
Hello, bud. What's up?
Not much, man. Just scrolling through lives. I seen your maga is dead, done, prove me wrong. So I just wanted to say one little something and then go. If you look at Trump rallies, they spread miles and miles
Hmm.
outside the rally zone just for people to see Trump coming and going. And
They
Biden and
do.
the Democrats can't pack a bathroom. So I proved you wrong. Do I get something? A cookie?
Your rallies win. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So how is MAGA dead if Biden can't even pack a bathroom, stuck in his basement, sniffing fucking
If he
Kamala
can't hold on,
Harris?
hold on, hold on, back up. If he can't pack a bathroom,
He can't pack a bathroom with people to vote for him. A bathroom is what? A small ass little bathroom. You sit down, take a shit, take a shower, whatever. A
oh,
bathroom.
the place
The
where
size
Trump
of a
had the stolen
bathroom.
documents. Yeah, I got it. I Streets. I'm gonna let you up, man. Don't make me fucking regret this. You know I have talked to you in the past. We've had civil conversation. Don't be an asshole. Streets, where'd you go? I like chitty blocking people. I love it. I'm gonna send Streets a request. This is gonna be the worst thing I could have fucking done. No, I dropped that guy. I just didn't want to hear it. I tried to let Streets come up, but I'm not bringing him back. Like he's got like you're yelling at me about rally sizes don't equal votes. Okay, like let me make this clear. Rally sizes don't equal votes. I'm not bringing him back. There's no way. Um, I tried to bring Streets on, which is like the worst thing I could possibly fucking do for my entire life.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
I haven't stopped by in a while, man. How you doing, Travis?
Dude, man, it's been good, man. How you been?
Not too bad, man. Hey, I know you said you put up Gavin Newsom, but what do you think about Kennedy?
I don't think Kennedy's going to get the resources and the votes he needs. It's going to peel voters off the Democrats like Perot did to HW in the 90s. I just don't think he'll win.
Okay, because I'm not sure Gavin Newsom can win the Democratic nomination. That's why I wonder if you thought of someone else besides
I'm
Gavin Newsom.
I'm going to. I'll tell you this. I'll be completely honest with you. I am marking my Gavin Newsom support based on tomorrow's debate with DeSantis. I really want to see how that goes, and then I'll make
Hmm.
a decision on whether or not I support Gavin Newsom or not.
Oh, okay.
I
And
really
then
want to see how he does.
I think I saw DeSantis being interviewed by Bill Maher. That was interesting.
That was very interesting. I to be dude, to be honest with you, I was shocked that DeSantis went on that. That was impressive to me.
Yeah. Well, that's what
It,
I dig Bill Maher because he always gets people from the opposite way. What do you
yeah,
think
and
of some of Bill Maher's
if I was gonna
criticisms
just
that
say
he's
real quick,
had?
if anybody doesn't know, Bill Maher, diehard left guy, had Gavin
Yeah.
or not Gavin Newsom, Ron DeSantis on. Who, if you're
Hmm.
on the left, we can't stand the guy, and they had a really civil conversation. It was really
They
good.
did. It
It was
was
like
good. It was
15
really
minutes. It's like when you and I talk. It's always like a good 15, 20 minutes of like civil conversation. I love it.
right. Normal conversation, right?
So, who are you thinking? Like, what would be your preference?
You know what's funny? I think when you're younger, at least this has been my progression. I was probably heavy on the Dems when I was younger, and then uh, started to become kind of independent and then did Republican and then now I've swung back to being independent. I think a lot of Americans they don't care what kind of perks their politician get just as long as they're really taking care of business and really taking care of their constituents. And I think a lot of Democrats are scratching their heads why Trump is still so popular. But I think there's a lot of people that believe that he's not beholding to anyone. I think that's would explain Trump's popularity. I think a lot of Americans believe that he doesn't owe any particular group. I think that's why he's so popular. I think that's why there's no Republicans that have a hard time trying to overcome Trump, even though he's got all this legal stuff going on with him.
Do you think though that like going younger and like maybe going Nikki Haley would be good?
The
You
only
got a
thing is,
very
I don't know,
you got a
but
very
I think
conservative woman, woman of color,
right,
and a woman
and she's
like
smart,
check marks all the boxes of things we've never had,
right?
and she's very pragmatic. She's very sensible. I I mean, because like the best you get with Trump is like another 4 years and he's gone. Nikki Haley could do 8 and then groom somebody to like follow in her footsteps. Like I think Nikki Haley could be like a changing point in the Republican Party, which as much as
Hmm.
I like hate to admit it, like I think she could like make a big dent in the Democratic base. Like I think Nikki Haley really could.
Hmm. Boy, I mean, they're gotten so used to. Well, the other reason I think they like Trump so much is because he fights. I think that's the other reason they like him. Where some of the other ones are kind of like trying to reach their hands across the aisle. And I don't know why that's super unpopular, but it seems to be unpopular on both sides.
I mean, it
Like,
executed Kevin McCarthy. I mean, it executed him in a heartbeat. He just stopped the government from shutting down, and he was just done.
right,
And I don't. I think both parties have a reconciliation to get to where I always go back to Bush v. Gore and them talking about saving Social Security and Gore talking about lock boxes. There was neither of them that said Social Security needs to go away. We wanted to get to the same place. We had different avenues. And
right.
it seems like now we don't even have avenues. It's like completely like different sports.
Well, you
Like
know what
one
would
side's
right. What would
go ahead.
really shock a lot of people is the Bushes and the Obamas are very close and
They
they've
are.
developed really close friendships. This might surprise a lot of people, but those two families are really close and they haven't let politics really divide those families. They've gotten stronger and closer over the years, which I kind of wish politics would go back to that. I don't know if we can ever
I
go
do
back to
too.
that. I would like to see that because you have more civil discourse and they end up talking more about trying to make Americans' lives better. You know,
I saw Clinton and W talk. It was on like a PBS thing they did, and both of them were on there, and they asked Bill like, "How do you feel about George knowing like he beat your VP? You were kind of excluded from that running because of the Monica Lewinsky thing. Gore kind of distanced himself, and he's like, "Man, I called George and just told him, look, anything you need." And George just said to me, don't talk for 12 minutes in a row. Don't make it long winded. And I died laughing because Clinton is like definitely like me, long winded.
right?
And they were just sitting there cutting up and talking. And, through W's inauguration up to 9/11, right after that, him and Bill talked all the time and are really good friends.
Cool.
That's the
The other
way
thing
I
I
think it
think
should be.
Here's another thing I think a lot of people forget about. Obama was very gracious when Trump was sworn in as president. He
Yes.
showed such graciousness and class that
Had him
and
and
I'm
Pence down there like what, 48 hours later?
yeah, and I'm not an Obama fan, but I love the fact that Obama showed a lot of class and a lot of grace when Trump got sworn in as president.
Yeah,
So
I agree. I thought that was the right move to make.
right,
None of us thought that would happen on my
and I
side. Like
yeah, and I
we
kind of wish Trump didn't exclude himself when Biden was being sworn in. I thought that was a bad. I know he's trying to act like still fighting, but I don't know if that was a really good call. And yes, he would have maybe burned a lot of political capital by doing that. But I don't know. Sometimes I think it's better to burn political capital and show grace than it is to make your side feel better or something. I don't know. It's a trip.
no, No, I agree. I think it's one thing to just admit defeat on occasion. Like I played
Right.
basketball my whole life growing up,
Hmm.
and there were many games you had to walk down that sideline and shake the hands of everybody you could not stand, and you'd
Right.
lost by two in the last 30 seconds, and you showed that poise, and you went out there and you said, "Good game," and you moved on.
Right.
We'll fight again one day. I'll see you on the court again.
Yeah.
That to
I
me, like I completely agree. That
yeah,
that's a
I
big
think
deal.
I think I don't know. I don't know if Trump would do the same thing if he had to do it all over as far as fighting not going to the inauguration, but I just thought Obama had showed him such grace. I wish he had done that. Even if he didn't agree with the outcome, I wish he had done that with Biden. But I think he did. I can't remember. They are all supposed to leave the other one a note, and I'm
And they
sure
did.
Trump. And I'm pretty sure Trump probably still left the note.
Trump did
'Cause-
leave a note,
oh, good,
and he
good.
also, even after like years of not doing the congressional correspondence dinner,
Right.
when Biden did one, he had Trump there, and Trump made one of the best jokes I've ever heard. He said, "I was at the White House and I passed Hillary and I bumped into her, and I was like, 'I'm sorry,' and she's like, 'Oh no, 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 pardon me,' and I went, 'I'll think about it.'" And Hillary was in the audience dying laughing,
Oh,
and like
that's funny. No,
that
I'm.
was one of like that was one
I
of the truest moments of Trump ever, where I thought like he was actually
right.
being human and could like enjoy this world and like live in it.
Well,
It's
another part where I think he was human is when once he got sworn in, he never went after Hillary, even though he made joke or he
he
actually
did.
wasn't doing jokes. He was saying it during the debate. And so it's cool that he didn't go after Hillary. And
He
he
told
never,
them like, "Let's just stand down." Like
yeah,
I think there's a lot of things that we will in history argue back and forth. I think my thing now, like, and I'm confused about, maybe you can help me understand
right,
as a conservative, the in my opinion, if I switch to conservative tomorrow and go full in Trump, the best thing I've got is 4 more years. What do we do after? And Trump
and
is
that's a
only
big
3 years
question, right?
younger than
Right,
Biden. So the reason I'm saying run Nikki Haley is I think Nikki Haley would give us absolute hell. You would put us in a very bad position with a moderate conservative who talks across the aisle,
right.
who is, military, female, BIPOC. That's a tough, tough sell. And she's not stupid. She's a very, very, very
Right.
intellectual woman.
I still think Biden may be able to beat Nikki Haley, though. That's the only thing.
Oh, God, I don't.
And I just don't think the Republican. Well, I mean, they still could, even if they get their guy that they want, they still may. It's not a like you said an important thing during the live. I don't know if many people caught it, but yes, there's tons of big rallies. But if those people don't go vote, that does the rallies no good.
Yeah, rally
You got to
sizes don't
vote.
equal votes. Yeah, that
Yeah, and he said that in a few of his rallies. He said that's nice you're here at the rally, but please make sure you go vote.
I mean,
So,
I, I, so being completely honest, which I'm gonna hate myself for saying it, I want good opposition. I would like to see Nikki Haley up there because I don't want Biden back in office,
right,
and I could survive Nikki for 4 years. Like, I don't think that I would have to be on TikTok every day doing anti Nikki videos like I do Trump. I
right,
don't think
right.
I'd be in that boat. I
Oh,
think I
because you're
can survive her as respectful opposition,
right,
and I think that would be a good start to getting a strong. I've always wanted strong opposition. Like I'm a North Carolina fan,
right,
basketball. I
right.
need
So it's
Duke to
hard,
be
yeah,
good. Yeah, absolutely. I need Duke to be good. I need Miami to be good. Wake Forest to be good. I
right,
don't need a year where all of them are unranked. I want all of them good.
right.
Put us in a tournament we've had to battle top 10 teams all year long.
Well, you feel
I
better
think
about it,
having
right? Yeah,
absolutely it tests you. I think having Nikki Haley up there, she would mop Joe Biden up because a lot of Joe Biden's votes were anti Trump votes. They weren't for
right.
him. I think if you put Nikki Haley up there, Biden loses a lot of support
So who do you
automatically.
so who do you think will talk Biden into possibly not running? Who do you think would try to give Biden the best speech for that?
I don't know that anybody can because he said, as long as I feel cognitive and physically able, I will run.
Right.
I disagree with people in their 80s running the country. I don't like it.
Right.
I would love to see somebody like a Gavin Newsom and a Nikki Haley go at it, and it
See,
represent more of who we are.
See, I'm not a big Gavin Newsom fan, so that's why. I mean, I if he won, don't get me wrong. If he did become president, I would definitely say that that's like Biden's my president, even though it hurts me to say that. But he's the president of the United States.
I mean, Trump was my president. Like, I voted for Hillary, and I went to bed thinking this is done. And I
Yeah,
woke up the next day to a loss, and my first thought was, I hope this goes good.
right. Well,
I hope it does.
did you notice he looked shocked though when he did his concession speech? I mean,
Oh
his
yeah,
acceptance. He hadn't even picked out his whole cabinet, and
he
he
didn't
looked,
think he would win. It wasn't
yeah,
in the
he looked really
cards. It
shocked.
wasn't plausible.
Yeah.
Like,
So
somebody said Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama, by a mile, is every Democrat's choice, and she has staunchly said repeatedly she will
she
not
won't
run for
run.
office.
Yeah. And I think
And I don't.
I think she could win the Democratic nomination easily too.
Oh, she would mow it down. But
Yeah,
like,
I think she would.
look at Barack. Like in eight
Yeah.
years, Barack went from being like in high school to looking like me.
But you
Like
know
that's
what?
a tough job.
But you know why I don't think she would? I mean, yes, I think they know what it's like to be in the hourglass or in the, I don't know. They know what it's like to be scrutinized and looked at all the time as a family. And
Hmm.
I think they're enjoying themselves too much. And um, I mean, I don't think they mind going and stomping on the campaign trail for people, but I think they don't want to. I don't think they want that kind of hourglass on them anymore. Or I wouldn't if I was them. I would enjoy my life.
Yeah, somebody just said in the fishbowl. Like, yeah, like you're in the like they did that for years. I
Yeah,
mean,
they
and
experienced it for 8 years. Yeah.
and the same thing is true like of W. Like, look what his daughters went through.
Oh
Like
yeah.
anything they did, they were like railed.
Scrutinized. Yeah.
And like his daughters, like for everything they reported, I'm like, well, fuck, I did way worse than that when I was in college. Holy
Right.
shit. Like I wasn't, I felt empathetic to that. Like, holy shit. Like, I don't know if I want to put my family through that again.
Right. Right.
That's a lot. Like, I mean,
Any,
it's not easy.
anyways, dude, thanks for having me up. Even though I know you're on the left side and I'm on the right side. Um, I hope more and more people around the country have more civil discussions because I think if the American people have more and more civil discussions, I think we can make our leaders then come together and have more civil discussions. If they see the
Oh, I
people
agree.
lean towards that, I think that kind of forces the leadership to do that.
I agree. Every time I've talked to you, it's been nothing but respectful and fun. And I know that
Cool.
we have some ideological differences,
Right,
but we don't yell at each other. We don't scream and cuss. We just talk and
right.
we agree on things that are factually true. We agree on things that are factually bad about our candidates, and we just move on. Anytime I'm around any of my content I post, I love hearing your feedback, your input.
Cool.
I really respect having you around. You're a voice of reason on the other side that I can totally respect all the time.
Cool, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. You too. And
Uh,
I followed you back on this account because I have you on the other one. So you're private.
cool.
So accept this one.
Okay, thanks, man. Take care, brother.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Love you. Have a good
Love,
night.
love you too, brother. Peace.
All right, bye bye.
Bye.
So, guys, I'll probably wrap it up on that. I just want to point out, like, that's the kind of like civil, really good discussion that should happen in this. Oh, here, I'll help you. Hold on, I got you.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna
I got you. Um, that's the kind of like things like I would like to see happen between the left and the right, like not hurling the insults, like not being shitty to each other. I do match energy though, and like so I do sometimes get off the rails with people and get really mad. But you know, if you all don't follow him, absolutely follow that guy. He's one of the nicest, most gracious people on this app. It's unbelievably good, unbelievably awesome to talk to people who think differently and have different ideals. It's it's refreshing. So I'm gonna put up banners like this, and the best of the best on the right come in, like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And we have a conversation. So I love this. It's that was like I was really hoping he showed up tonight. Didn't know if he would, but he did. So no, I don't rock. I'm trying to be decently gracious and um, get along with everybody. So y'all be good. I'm gonna get out of here. It's not even midnight yet, and I'm off tomorrow. I still don't know if I have an enemy to fight with people tonight, but love the conversation. For everybody who joined, I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Morgan was here for a minute earlier. Love you, Morgan. I sent this to Susie, my former enemy and new best friend. I sent this to Susie. I bet she's in bed, but I want to go out there and say, hey, Susie Q, Wet Poodle, my new best friend. Charity is mad because she thinks that Susie's now taking my wife position online. If y'all don't follow Susie Q 1379, do. If you don't follow Ortiz Charity down here in the comments, one of my mods, do. I'm down to have civil conversation with all Republicans all the time. I can hate Trump. I can't hate 74 million people that voted for him. So there's that. Love you guys. I will be back sometime this week. Follow me. This is my main. I'll be around. I love y'all. I appreciate everybody who joined, and especially people on the right. If you want to disagree civilly, man, follow my boy. That's the way to do it. Love you guys. And Charity, I'm going to call you real quick when we get off here. Love y'all. And I'll see y'all probably tomorrow night. Have a good night.